True FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia.
And so it's Tuesday morning. Yes, Tuesday morning, 25 February. Good morning, folks. This is the Breakfast Show, the TBS, the True Breakfast Show, 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia, 96.9 in Saclay, 96.1 in Ban. Coming live this morning. We'd like to say good morning. Welcome to Liberia's biggest breakfast show. We cut across the 15 counties in the land and breadth of the Republic of Liberia. A friend of mine said to me, I can quote the exact thing you see every morning. And I said, let's do it together this morning. Good morning to 15 counties. The love of liberty matters, yeah? Let justice be done to all. So what Nanti Pote said, it used to be let justice be done to all, man. Good morning, folks. We must forever conduct our struggle on a high plane of dignity and discipline. We must not allow creative protests to degenerate into physical violence. The Vanguard Student Unification Movement of the University of Liberia, please cut off your protests to allow smooth learning at both campuses at the state-run university. Bobby Bleedy Addison, with our morning motivation this morning, His Excellency the President. We don't stop the show without greeting the President. We want to wish His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boykai. We want to wish you well this morning. Member of the 55th, the majority bloc, the root of law caucus. Good morning. Interesting country. Good morning, folks. My name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Roberts, Marka Davis. Gonna serve you breakfast straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. And you know what? In the midst of awe, country first. Yes, good morning, Marka. Good morning to you.
Good morning, O'Neill. Good morning to all of our listeners who have joined us this morning, and our silent listeners who are always following the show. They don't make the phone calls. Some of them don't even make comments on the live Facebook feed, but we want to say thank you ever so much for following us. It is great to be here again this morning to serve you breakfast. This breakfast is talking breakfast.
Talking breakfast.
Talking breakfast.
Not the talking talk.
Yeah, talking breakfast. So good morning to all of you. We are happy to be here, and our special followers online. You know, sometimes some people will say, "Oh, I'm always following the show online," but so you guys can see us following and say, yeah, we can see.
It's what I'm telling you about.
Yeah. Yeah,
On shoot for this side,
yeah, yeah.
not for other side.
That's what other side. Yes, but we appreciate all of you, man, for following us, and those of you who sometimes after the show you will call,
Mhm.
to make your own input, some evaluation, and some clarity you seek as well.
Mhm.
I mean, these kind of conversations are good. It also put us on, on path of how to do the best for the public, because we are not serving ourselves here. We are serving the
Mhm.
Liberian people,
Sure.
and our interest is the Liberian people's interest.
Mhm.
Yes, absolutely. So we hope for the best. Again, we are moving gradually to the end of February. Pretty soon we'll be in March, and the HR
Yes,
birthday is
our
coming.
birthday is on Friday,
Yeah, that's on the
the
28th.
the
We
28th.
just consider our birthday to be the last day
Yeah,
in February.
because sometimes our
She
birthday don't come.
she was born on the, I don't know the exact year, but she was born on the last day of
The
February
29th,
19 something.
now leap year.
No, I say the last day. Yeah. Because the matter of fact, how long it will take before that 29th. So I just consider birthday as February. All of you who are born February 29th.
Yes.
And so
Friday,
anybody asking when their birthday,
say
just
Friday.
say
It's
my birthday is Friday. Or
Friday, yeah.
better still, not to give yourself out and just say I was born the last day in February.
The last
Finish.
day in February.
Yeah, that is, you nobody get 28 and 29 lecture. Tell them say I was born February last,
Okay.
1988. It finished.
That's it.
Yeah, so good morning.
Yes.
And we want to wish and my junior brother, Alex Lamy, Alex was also born February last.
Okay.
Yeah, happy pre-birthday to you and the HRA, Madam Jenny Pega. Yes.
Yeah, happy pre-birthday. Let me do a pre-birthday greetings for my own daughter. She turned 2 years on Saturday.
Okay.
March 1.
Okay.
Yes.
But
I remember that morning going to do the breakfast show.
you're lucky. Oh.
Yeah, the first day in March, we know Equia Smile was born. Yes, March 1, Saturday is her birthday. Mirabel Saturday.
Okay.
Yes, that's one of the things Mirabel left for us.
Yeah, that's a
Every Saturday, the first Saturday will stay respected.
Yeah, that's a good time, and you're gonna be staying home that day too.
Yeah, I'll go play practice my soccer first.
So you go practice.
Yeah, and come
from
back.
there, you taking her for ice cream?
Maybe not a pop.
It depends. It depends, eh?
Yeah, it depends.
It depends on the impact.
It depends on the grant enter there, Mr. Fatu Shaw there.
It also depends on the impact of the USAID project freeze.
Then we'll pray.
The Thursday we should pray.
The pastor we should pray.
Let's pray.
Let's pray. Religious people, you pray. You pray.
What?
That the debate on social media, whether Gafan say they should pray or Gafan say they don't pray, every different thing can happen in this country. Anyway. But I want to greet our president this morning. Look, I was always love any president. George Weah was president. I used to say, "Good morning, my black president." And folks were in the Unity Party will say, "Why are you saying my black president?" Now I'm wishing Joseph Boakai well. Boakai, good morning to you. The day Taiwan become president, I'll greet Taiwan every morning. Yeah. If by mistake Cummings become president and do the thing he's supposed to do, because people stay around Cummings who don't want to make him president, he's still affiliating with them. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry about that. Cummings have some kind of people behind it. They have a driving away spirit. Yeah, instead of them bringing people on board, they drive away people from Cummings. They create class system. Yes, around Cummings. Yes, and that's still happening in 2029. If that's still happening, Cummings will be you go high trade or also in the presidency. You know, that go high trade. But high trade. How many times they get positive high trade, negative high trade? Yeah, that one because it will drop to 0.00 of the vote. Let's pray for Liberia. Let's pray for the whole country. Don't wish your country the worst thing, man. You stay in the country. Look, some of the things we discuss here, it doesn't mean bad for our country. No, we are gatekeepers of the society. We just want it better. Those of you driving to work this morning, listening to us, don't get mad at us. We love you. Do positive thing. After the 5 or 4 years, we'll say, yeah, our former minister here, our former director general here. You don't shy away from your own community. Yes. I mean, listen. I think that's the thing, yeah. Yeah, he said, let's go to the mosques and the churches to pray. We'll play it later. We'll play it. Just pause it right there. Don't move it from your phone. Don't let David touch your phone, please. He didn't even know what phone goes at. They don't know the internet too well. Yeah, so just pause it right there. Yes, this is it. The Breakfast Show. I'm posting a video on my Facebook page. You'll see behind the scenes some of the things we do here in the studio. Those of you who are friends with us on the social media. Yes, a beautiful song dropped by the Brazilian musical monk. I did for the TBS. I'm placing it right now on my day on Facebook. And I'm glad to have almost all of the lawmakers will come on my day and read the local dailies. That's something very nice. Yes. But let's see what we have this morning on the line now. 6 minutes up to 8 o'clock. This is the TBS 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Love Liberia, build Liberia, rating Liberia, and what else? What else?
That is there.
Pause that thing. Don't carry the phone away.
Yeah, that one will be here.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, so let's bring you the lineup this morning for the show. This is the TBS Yet and Truth 96.1 FM. So again, it's the 25th of February 2025. Thanks to our proud sponsors, EcoBank Liberia Limited and Orange Liberia. We will join David Coty, in a couple of minutes for the health tips this morning. And David will use 6 minutes of our time this morning for the health tips. Following that, we'll bring you the update from the local dailies, the review of the papers this morning. Again, Inside Africa ranked Liberia fifth as among 10 countries or the most stable countries in Africa. Yes, I read that yesterday. Yes, Liberia ranked fifth amongst the stable countries.
Yes, it
in
was
Africa.
stable.
Stable country. We're going to do nothing in Facebook at all. All I think we can be doing is that politics. They're doing it for France.
We'll shut the state down.
France.
Is
a stable country? Yeah, stable country. Yes. Again, following you said withdrawal of projects across the world, Finance Minister Augustine Gafwa asked the country to pray as the report from his deputy Bill McGill Jones yet to be released concerning the renovation of the ministry.
Yes,
that contract.
That report is up, and the minister still says on the report.
Yes, we'll talk about that again. We'll come back to this issue of DSTV, the subscription, as we continue to say, to recharge is very hard. It's a problem. And we are calling on LTA to ensure that it also reduce the monthly subscription fees for the satellite TV channel providers in the country. Again, Health Ministry has been accused of conflict of interest in awarding of contracts through these bidding processes, and that accusation was made by Kingdom Business Incorporated. Yes, Kingdom Business Incorporated, the CEO and General Manager, Mr. Swansea Fala was here with us on the show on yesterday, and we gave the ministry 48 hours to respond, and we are laying our hands on pieces of documents that we can use to ensure that we call the ministry to order, especially under the new minister.
Yes.
According to him, things were not like that before. Things are getting bad when it comes to procurement process and awarding of contracts in the health sector under the Minister of Health, Dr.
Louis Poto.
Yes. Again, we'll talk a little bit again. We are appealing again to the authorities at the National Security Agency, and I say we always told you we didn't like to talk in security business. But then why we'll talk about it, because this young man will know his level of loyalty and professionalism over the period of time. Aliu Nesco Wallow will come to talk to the authorities there to see how they can reconsider the dismissal decision against him just for paying tribute at Senator Prince Johnson's funeral. I think the High Command should be able to consider. Again, is MCC better or the same under the leadership of Mayor Siafa, who is the CEO of Safa Media Group?
Yeah, Safa.
Oh.
Yeah, the CEO of Safa Media Group. Is MCC better?
Okay, yes. After that discussion, now we gave you the opportunity from around 8:45 to 9:15. We'll have interaction with you on the phone this morning on the segment Talk to Your Leaders. 9:15, we bring you sports, entertainment, and commercials brought to you by EcoBank Liberia Limited and Orange Liberia. 9:20 to 10 o'clock this morning, we'll talk about environment. We'll talk about the environment, preparing for the rainy season, a look into communities that are normally affected by rains, especially flooding across the country. Not just Monserrado, not just Pinsville, but across the country. There are hotspots. We'll look at some of these areas and see what intervention are we making. You remember there was a little rain these few days?
Yes. We have a climate change as well.
Yeah, we just that little ring, the one community I passed through, I just saw water all in the community. Just few minutes of rain. So we'll talk about that. Preparing ahead of the rainy season. We are ending February. Very soon we'll be in March, April, and May. We'll start seeing rain. And then what are we doing to to ensure that we don't see river or water crossing in front of the UN building and the Monrovia City Hall.
Yes, that happened sometime last
Yes, it
year.
happened last year.
Yeah.
So we should get prepared to see what intervention have we done, because we remember there was a task force set up, a committee set up to see how they could address that issue. What the work of that committee. We'll talk about some of these things as we prepare ahead of the rainy season. This is the breakfast show this morning in the midst of all country first. And yes, let's have breakfast together up to 10 o'clock this morning.
Great, beautiful line though. Let's have a great breakfast together. David's going to come up with his help here right now, right about now.
David Kenya will finish having interviewed and asking, where is the breakfast? And at the breakfast, we're talking the breakfast.
Abbas is calling right now. David Kuti is on the line. Yes.
Good morning to you, Professor O'Neill, and Dr. Jacob. Good morning.
Good morning, my young man. How are you this morning?
Look at that.
Look, my brother, I'm getting to like your business.
Oh, we gotta make you my young man.
Yes, I like that.
Good morning, my young man. Good morning, my young man, David Kuti.
But man, you're not disturbing me this time, and that's good.
Market open.
Oh,
Abbas.
Abbas,
Abbas, you're starting so beat up this morning, man. What happened?
oh, no. Two ladies just entered my place, and I told them not to disturb me.
Two ladies?
Yeah, I told them not to disturb me.
This early morning, or they slept there?
No. People don't sleep. People don't sleep here.
Oh,
I don't allow that.
they just come and go? Hello.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. How you doing, yo? But David,
Now you know.
why you always breaking our protocol? Who told you to post stream on the radio?
No, David, that voice I heard just like a man voice. Let me get the voice again.
No, those are ladies.
No, and I agree. I agree. That's a male voice. Put the person back. Let the person say good morning again. Let me just hear it.
You know, that's too smart. The people don't believe it. I told the people already said fast, I can't disturb my head.
No, I'm no. Okay.
Good morning. that pineapple juice and cookies.
And cookies.
No, chicken and gravy.
Well, David, look, you're a spoiled old man.
Oh, the people were coming in, yeah, so they just sit far up, you don't just tell me I'm about to do my help there. Then you see them come talk.
So, okay, excuse me, David, for the sake of the public,
Yeah.
what have they come to do in that
Yeah.
place this morning?
Yeah.
Cook and to clean up.
Oh.
I tell you, my house is 1.2 lakhs. The building alone, the main building. So to clean this place here, it needs manpower.
Are they employees or contractors?
Oh man, that's not your business. Leave that one.
No, man, David.
People come and help.
No, let me tell you the serious. You bury my late father's name. That's why I'm concerned about the thing I can be doing. Now I say I'll let you be there.
Abbas.
Yeah, you bury my late father's name.
Abbas.
Yeah, this one I have my name.
Yes, absolutely, David. Yes.
Oh, but then that's good. I see why you are a good person.
You are supposed to be my papa. I want you.
Abbas. Now they greet.
That one I said talking in now. Finish it for me. Well, David, go ahead. It's good to hear from you every morning. When you travel to Washington to live, one day somebody workers are coming in our house there. You say you don't let travel. One day somebody will just carry you to America and say, David, let's just stay here.
America,
We'll miss you.
I would never go and live in any other country, whether America or where, not even on the moon. I love this place. I'll be right here.
We'll tell the president, listen, we'll tell the president to assign you to the Liberian embassy in France.
Yeah, foreign mission.
Yeah. You get one of them friends, you don't get nothing.
Abbas.
Go ahead, David.
Say good morning to Uncle Joe. Say good morning to Uncle Joe quickly before.
Uncle Joe, good morning. You're making a difference in this country.
Okay.
The first thing you are doing here, Uncle Joe, is that you're putting a system together. Yes. If there's no achievement I can also write down, the system is being put in place. All the taki, you're closing them up. And one good thing I like about you is that you're not looking at a second term. You're not talking about going back to, you just want to make a difference in this country, and we're proud of you. A lot of good things are happening. Many ministries are doing very well. Nobody said that people can't steal money, but don't steal in the day and in the night. What I have always hated about certain government officials in the past is that they always think that the people that lead are a bunch of fools. No, you're stealing from the people, you're teaching them on Facebook, you're building homes all over. Hey man, who told you people didn't steal during the tough and tougher time? Yes, but it's so in the night, not in the day. No, you can't teach us about oh well.
Stealing
Now
now,
you take millions,
they were stealing now, stealing, you stealing, they stealing, that are stealing.
huh?
Stealing that stealing in the night, in the day, that it seems stealing.
No, sometimes when you even seem small, so you highly small, people will figure we have a remote conscience. That's all right. I know. I appreciate. But you're stealing, and to you, it's just a normal thing. I'm afraid of you.
Okay.
Someone help you. All right, thank you. Can I stop now?
Go ahead.
Eating eggs are good for you. Oh yes, it's good for your health. When you eat eggs. When you eat 2 eggs every morning for breakfast, especially when you are over 50, these are the benefits that you'll get. Number one, heart health. I told you 1,000 times that make sure that you always do your EKG and let your heart be healthy. If not, when it starts beating, it is called cardiac arrest. You will not live for more than you live for several minutes, and that's all. Because other systems, other organs in your body will not receive blood supply, and you will die. Now, it also has omega-3 fatty acids, the eggs. Now, number two, brain health. Eating eggs is good for your brain. It keeps your memory going high. You will remember good things a whole lot because it has something called choline and it has minerals. Eggs promote vitality and mental energy throughout the day. When you eat eggs, you are active throughout the day. It helps you. It has vitality. It promotes your vitality. Number four, eggs have high quality protein that are good for muscle growth. Number five, it prevents stroke and high blood pressure. So you see, eggs are good. Number six, your skin becomes clearer and softer. Just try it for 21 days straight. No stop it. You'll see the difference. Number seven, it promotes good sleep quality because of tryptophan. Number eight, it improves your eye health. You know the eyes are important to you. It also does that because it has lutein and zeaxanthin. It has all of those good things in the minerals. Now, eat 2 eggs in the morning for breakfast and eat 2 in the evening, 2 hours before daytime. The question now is, should I eat fried or boiled egg? The nutritionist recommends that you eat boiled egg. Oh yeah, it's important. One boiled egg has 78 calories. One fried egg has 105 to 120 calories. So the boiled egg is recommended by doctors or nutritionists. So boiled egg is better than fried egg. Avoid fried egg, especially if you're above 50. But here's the warning. Do not overboil the egg. Boil it for 8 to 12 minutes. Don't just keep it in the pot. Yes, 8 to 12 minutes. You gotta keep your time watch on. Don't let it go too far for that. Now, people confuse people around. They just say things they don't know about. I hear people saying the brown one is better than the white one. That's not true. Both white and brown eggs have equal nutritional value. They are all equal. The only difference is that the brown eggs are laid by brown chicken with brown feathers, and the white eggs are laid by chickens with white and white feathers. That's all. But they're both the same. No, none of them is better than the other. Now, here's another question. Do eggs have cholesterol? Yes. But they have leucine and choline, which help to break down the cholesterol. Eggs have cholesterol, but there's something in it also that can help to break down the cholesterol. So vitamin B3 that can also help to break down the cholesterol. Remember this. Eat 1 or 2 bitter colors a day because it has 21 health benefits. The bitter color you see the girls passing around, make friends with them. Let them be bringing it to you all the time. It's very good. It has 21 health benefits. Number one, I'm not going to read the 21 because of time. I'll get in few. Number one, it enhances sexual performance. 2, it promotes respiratory health. You get rid of the poop abroad. is having serious problem when it comes to his breathing. It helps to improve that. All right. It improves digestion also. It promotes weight loss. It manages diabetes. It treats malaria. It detoxifies your body. You know, detoxification is important to clear all those system things in your system. It improves oral health. It will fight it's an anti-cancer property. Number 10, which is the last one for now, it improves heart health. All right. Thank you very much. I hope this was good today. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, David.
Go and focus on your work.
Yeah, they are about to clean up my place.
Okay.
And the good thing is that my rooms are free.
Are they employees or contractors?
All I know, when you wife, you want to relax, you go and lie down.
Your rooms are free.
Free. They can relax there, but men can sleep in my house. I don't care who you are.
Okay.
Let me just say one little joke quickly. One time, some people came and visit me here. The former police director, Mike Ambler, my good friend. When he came and visited me one time, there were four that came. When they came and entered the house, one around and said to him, man, I like your place, man. One of them whispered in my ear. He said to me, I mean, this is the kind of place where men can come through the weekend, come from to grilled chicken, and spend some time in my house and look at their food.
And if you actually don't know.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Have a good day, man. Yes, let's have the review of the paper. What's making news from the print media coming up? Yes, welcome to the review of the local daily right here on the Truth Breakfast Show 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. We started with the Independent newspaper. Yes, on the newsstand for 50 Liberian dollars. 81 universities accredited, but Boyka expresses disappointment. 81 university accredited, well, the president expressed disappointment. President Joseph Yuba Boyka has captured on the front page or from the Independent, the Higher Commission boss, Dr. Professor Edward Lama Wakayo, is also here captured on the front page of the paper. You can grab a copy of the paper. U.S. freeze FX, U.S. 1 billion revenue target. Well, Augustine Gaffron, the Minister of Finance, is here on the front page or from the Independent. We hope to take some time and look at the National Commission on Higher Education. 81 higher universities, that's education institution accepted, accredited. Will take some time later on within the show. But let's go to the back page of the paper. The back page of the Independent. In 3 counties, citizens' lives in danger for what? Illicit minor break loose creek polluted. Where it's on the back page of the Independent. You grab a copy. Commerce inspectors urged to exercise vigilance. Well, Madeline Dagoza is captured here on the back page of the paper. Gibson wants increase in funding to improve transportation services. It's a sub-lead story on the back page this morning. And in the review from one of Liberia's oldest newspaper, the Independent.
Yes, let's go for the newspaper, the nation's news since 1989. And the February 25, 2025 edition. This paper is sold for just $40 on the newsstand. The lead story on the front page: dramatic turn in trial of saboteurs. I'm seeing Samuel Twe and others asked court to drop charges. I'm seeing Twe, I'm seeing defendant Jonathan Camo, I'm seeing Councilor Yinati Twa and Stanley Ford. They're all captured on the front page of the newspaper. Sub-lead story: US 51 million lost in usage, withdrawal of funds. Finance Minister Gamfuan tells senators. Well, the finance minister is right here on the front page of the newspaper, still on the front page. Waka San's executive orders numbers 141142 suspends tax on goods, mandate firearms registration. This is the final story, but the editorial says decision for one house is laudable, but that's the editorial. If you grab the paper, you can read the details in the papers. Let's go to the back page. The back page: government giving 48-hour ultimatum to restore Maserado Social Development Fund. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, government of Liberia giving 48-hour ultimatum to restore Monserrato Social Development Funds. It's a sub-lead story, but it's on the back page of the newspaper. Academic disruption at UL again,
Mm.
where I'm seeing students all standing up here in a very disorganized manner. On the back page of the newspaper, Gender Ministry accepts Nemo's report on SGBV, that's sexual gender-based violence, children protection, and others.
Mm-hmm.
The Gender Minister Webin Harris Colley is captured right here on the back page. Students sit on floor at Sanoye Public School. Still on the back page, Linsu president makes new appointments. And finally, Bwaka declares approval of substandard universities.
Mm.
Well, I'm seeing the president captured right here. He spoke at the Habel University or Margibi University graduation during the weekend.
Let's continue with the next paper.
Yes, that brings the next paper. The next paper is the heritage. The heritage is next. To strengthen government, President Bwaka issues several executive orders. The president photograph right here, and former Minister Twe and others file indictment dismissal motion cite national security grounds. What do people say? Everything they do with that money, now 6 million you're talking about, it was for security business. You're not talking about it. Yeah, so the court should throw the case outside. That's on the front page of the Heritage newspaper. Still on the front page at UL. Soup threatens on ending protest if.
Mm.
Okay, so let's go to the back page of the Heritage. Agri Ministry eyes public-private partnership fertilizers. Let's continue. LRA seizes and turns over 1,500 single barrel rounds.
Mm.
And finally, on the back page of the Heritage newspaper, gender addresses surge of violence against women and children. Minister Wemi Harris Colley is also captured right here, and this quote, as we normally read, domestic violence and rape harm not only individuals but the very fabric of our society.
Mm-hmm.
We urge everyone to stand against all forms of violence, to speak up for those who suffer in silence, and to create a world where peace and respect reign. And as usual, it's a message from Men Against Rape and Domestic Violence. They are called MADV for short, and Mark Mengonfia is the head of that institution established by the late Molly Trojan Zulu.
Okay.
Yes, now
Okay.
Mark Mengonfia is running with it. So want to say thanks to Mark for allowing the legacy of our brother to live on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
The Inquirer.
Continue with the Inquirer newspaper. The front page: take decisions beyond rhetoric. Vip Koon tells leaders at GCPR meeting in Brussels. Well, this is Vice President Jeremiah Koon is captured right here on the front page of the Inquirer newspaper. Still on the front page, Barca issued 3 executive orders on national challenges. What executive order thing? I think we need to call somebody to come sit and explain this so that people can understand.
Yeah.
But they don't even come that the first thing. Yeah, they don't
you
come.
mean officials in government?
Yeah, they should come and explain the implication, why it means. You know, these kind of things should be happening. Yeah, man.
Executive order.
The United Party government is missing out historically on communications. I don't know why.
Wow.
But let's continue with the review of the papers. Yeah. Fund war crimes court to end impunity in Liberia. Dr. Pele urges. Oh, this is Reptel Pele urges Boakai. Okay, that's the orator, the controversial orator.
Yeah.
Still on the front page, Dr. Aze wants higher education funding policy to be reviewed. The declares low budgetary allotment to Margibi University. Well, this is the president of the Margibi University. I'm only seeing Dr. Aze. Let's go to the back page of the Inquirer newspaper. Commerce shuts down several businesses in Nimba. Okay, I'm seeing Minister Magdalene Dagosa capture right here. Prison superintendent concerned over crowding at Banga facility. Again, AFL rejects Fadiga's allegation, calls for public trust in justice system. Is the final story on the back page of the Inquirer newspaper. Let's do finally the Daily Observer. Yes, the Daily Observer, where others seek executive immunity in corruption case as defense team calls for dismissal of indictment. Raises constitutional issues. The former finance minister. This picture capture here it was a time 12 was Stefan as minister. You can see, right?
Describing
Yeah,
the graph.
yeah. Exactly. Why the legislature rejected ArcelorMittal's agreement in 2022, calling its decision reasonable and nationalistic. Why? Okay.
Okay.
Yes, grab this paper and read a detailed fire service station on our way in Ganta as Representative Samuel N. Brown embarks on construction project. Well, this is a good news. Um, HRAU inducts board raises over US 100,000 for scholarships. Is this a Hilltop University? Something. But if you grab the paper, you read the details. Let's go to the back page quickly. Road safety advocacy group wants crisis addressed. What's the crisis? The road safety crisis in the country. And finally, on the back page of the Daily Observer, total tanker explosion victim undergoes successful surgery. Land allows government for support to seek advanced treatment in India, where I'm seeing the individual capture right here. Let me see what's the name of the current photos
it's a police officer
of Mohafi Jabate of the LMP. Okay,
yeah,
yes,
police officer.
yes,
Yeah.
okay. Yes, that's a good news though. That's the end of the review of the papers.
Yes, thank you so much. Thanks for staying the top time. Just got caught up with the voice.
Okay.
But yes, if you find out the papers are interesting, what you do, just get on the newsstand and read, buy the papers, 40, 50 Liberian dollars, and read the rest of the story. Get your day going. 20 minutes down, 8 o'clock. The show is brought to you by Orange, yes, our proud sponsor, and of course, EcoBank, the Pan African Bank. We anticipate to have the Stars University College as being one of our partners very, very soon. Yes, this is the TBS 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Let's start up with our country being ranked among the top 10 most stable country in Africa. I mean, with the news blowed up, playing pose, but it's Liberia actually stable.
Yeah.
Liberia actually stable. Well, in so many ways, you try to find out about what means or which data that places Liberia fifth in Africa as one of the most stable country you have in Africa. The biggest thing is to have us peace in the country. If you don't have peace, I mean, someone say we don't have peace, but I think we're not running. The gun silence years, more than 20 years now. So I want to say kudos to all of the sectors, from the ruling establishment to the opposition. They have been maintaining the peace. We can disagree, we'll protest. At the end of the day, we'll still keep the country peaceful. In other countries, it's not easy. In the world, in other countries, you hear non-stop grenade, rocket launching in parts of Africa, but we're still keeping the peace. The only thing that is damaging this country, the politics is still high. They also want to see white, they'll still see that black. Take, for example, Musa Belete project, right? Nobody held in that project. He done in Nima County. He done in District 7, going to District 5, District 8, District 9. Because of politics, it's a sense that Musa Belete do they want. No, I'm not going to hear him. I'm not going to talk about it. That's the only thing suffering us in Liberia.
Only because you see him as political rival.
Political rival, I say, but I'm not going to see what Musa have done.
That's negative politicking.
Yes, you're right about that. So for stability, we are stable in terms of keeping the peace. Look, if this country was going to have any crisis, this just any election, kudos to the elections commission. You're morning down there. All the board of commissioners, the several of you get money. I understand things going well now. That's how it should be. Yes.
Yeah. So just in brief, this ranking we talked about, which we also reported in the news, is annually done by is annually done by the African countries. They call it the ASERA. Okay. Now, what are the basis for which they rank countries as being stable? So they evaluate for this year 2024, this year 2024, they evaluated the stability of 48 African countries, by considering issues like ethnic tensions, coup history, dominant ethnic groups, food security, poverty rate, debt sustainability, conflict and vulnerability, as well as economic diversity. So this ranking done by the African country instability risks index is published by the Business Insider Africa. So amongst the latest ranking, the top 10, the top 10 were number one, Cape Verde, which scored the stability score, who had a stability score of 21.
Okay.
Okay, followed by Lesotho, the score of 23. Tanzania in third place with 24. Mauritius in fourth place with 24. Liberia in fifth place with 26. That is good. Level with South Africa on 26 in sixth place. Senegal in seventh place with 31 score. Seychelles in eighth place with 32. Namibia 33, as well as Botswana in 10th place with the same 33 score. So
I mean, it's a good mark.
yeah, it's a good mark. If these rankings are done, the people do the analysis and assessment and say, well, this country is stable. And in fact, they have their score mark. They got a score points at what level you are. For example, in the categories, they say if you score 70 and above is categorized as red watch. That means you are in, in danger zone, like red watch. Mean your country is not stable at all. Critical. I mean, your score is between 60 to 69. When it's 50 to 59, I mean, it's a warning sign that something not good in that country. Something. When your country is at 40 to 49, I mean, it's vulnerable. Anything can happen. And when it is between 30 to 39, I mean, it is stable. And it is safe when it's below 30. So Liberia is safe.
Liberia safe.
Yes, Liberia is safe. So this is the ranking from ASIRA, published in the Business Insider Africa.
Yes, great. So I mean, this will help us to have some investors who can come in the country and say, yeah, Liberia is stable, so I can put some money into the country. But if you are along the red line, makes it so difficult, right? Yes, let's make on. I mean, kudos to to all sectors, man. All sectors for keeping the peace. Who disagree because of politics. Only politics is killing this country. Deep down. That when someone see white, they say that black. Anyway, well, let's move on to the thing that's actually trending on the social media. And I'm not going to take more than 2-3 minutes on this. Maybe Marka will go in extension with the Minister of Finance.
Okay.
Augustine Kafan appearance before the House of Senate yesterday. I'm seeing there's a serious debate. What I say, the entire country should fast and pray. The Muslims and the Christians should pray for, you say, cutting down 51 million of our aid normally sent to our country. This is not about prayer. For me, I would say. There are so many expenditures. Look, for example, there is nothing you do in your country international community don't know. We just gave all of our senators. How many senators we have? 30 of them, right?
30, yeah.
The 30th senator last year, April, gave every one of them for the 5,000 vehicle. None of them can say that lie. All of the 73 lawmakers who bought each one of them for the 5,000 vehicles. Where you going to other country?
103 human being.
Yes, 103.
You want me to calculate the money?
Calculate 103 times for the 5,000.
Yes.
Wow, try. I don't head and put this jack into stuff.
I'm going to do that. I will do that.
So the people that are firing, I mean, so if you can have this kind of money in your budget, I'll look at one of our key figure budget in the House of what the Senate. They have you don't know calculation. What's the calculation?
So in just 3 years,
3 years time,
the government of Liberia, the people of Liberia, because our taxpayer money here, we spend $4,635,000.
Look at that.
To buy cars.
To buy cars. Just for cars.
For small group of the citizens. There's just 103 of them.
Three
we
of
use
them.
$4.635 million.
Yes.
To buy them car for 3 years.
For 3 years. Yes. So after another 3 years.
So that means me tell you that remember hard from there and tell them in the 6 year the money was spent so they can know.
Okay. In 6 years times another 3.
Times 2.
Okay, times 2 will be 9 million.
So it'll be 9.27 million.
Look at that.
So the other money that you deduct it from what we got here. Yeah, for the 6 year, we're spending 9.27 million to buy a car for 103 persons.
So Trump sit down and look at and say,
but as we are saying this on you, we should not forget, I mentioned it last time, that the public eyes is on the legislature and not the executive.
Not the executive.
We can also confirm that ministers and head of government agencies and commission are also taking 42,000 car too, right?
Yeah, but the one who see the legislature, right? Take for example, I saw another budget just for entertainment and gift, 12,000. Entertainment and gift,
12,000.
12,000.
For who?
Yeah.
The speaker?
That is because the protein. Entertainment and gifts, 12,000 fuel and lubricant, 9,000.
So, but now the way I said it now on you, if I want to give gift,
Yeah,
I will put it there for
put
me.
it there in your budget. Let me just read the protein on the budget. Business salary, right? Let's forget about salary. Or normal visit to her constituents is 40,000. The travel, the local travel is 10,000. Entertainment and gift is 12. So all of these funding and thing, supposed to cut everything down. So Gafan, they want that about fast and pro business. Oh. But on the flip side, I think coming back to this government is one of the great things Joseph Boyka did to bring Gafan back into the government, right? Because every time he performed, he was one of the untouchable ministers we had. But Augustine, Gafan, my next door neighbor, the U.S. government, the U.S. embassy is not satisfied. You have a report that involves one of your deputy minister. If you think the people are forgetting about it and you not don't do yourself well, don't shit anybody. If the report clears Bill Miguel Jones, let him be cleared of it. If the report don't clear him, if you shit with it, because I know what I'm saying. We multiple travel rooms, as far as we are concerned, that report is actually out. And the U.S. Embassy wrote a communication reminding the office that how come this bidding process was done. If that report is up, is out, don't sit on that report and spoil the whole ending. And I'm not saying McGill is guilty or not, but let a report be released out to the public for transparency's sake to get the good news of President Joseph Boyka out to the public, of the Deputy Minister of Finance. Yeah.
Yes, again on this issue, maybe just 1 or 2 minutes. This thing is concerning. Other African countries are taking what you the economists call austerity measures to ensure that they can fill funding gaps that have already been created by the freezing of funding from USAID that was supporting different projects in their countries. And Liberia is of no exception. Just recently, by the beginning of this month, the government said because of that, they were taking some actions, including cutting down series of strict fiscal rules they said they were implementing, especially for this year budget. They said they were going to cut down salary. They were going to do salary deduction, fuel allowances, consultancy services, and state-owned enterprise compensation. And they said this was to be done so that they can cut down. I don't know whether they should call it waste or just some measures to ensure that they can find alternative funding to fill in a gap that will be, that have been created already by the USAID project freeze. So I think are these things working? The last time we were reading the numbers, you're cutting head of government institutions benefit, especially gas or fuel, if you may, from 800 gallons to 150. You cut a scratch card from around $3,000 to somewhere around 600. Okay, so these measures are very important. But how, Mr. Minister, please, how will we start to see the impact of these measures? How will the Liberian people know? I was reading something from I think it's a kind of fact check platform too. They call Dubawa. Okay, Dubawa was publishing that somebody posted on Facebook and said the government had cut salaries and benefits, and then they said when they contacted the Ministry of Finance, an authority there within the ministry said that there is no policy in the ministry that has called for cut, and they are not sure whether they have cut any salary of government officials or whatever. Again, these things should not just be about making the pronouncement so that the Liberian people can clap. I used to say this thing during the past administration, right? I used to say when President George Weah, then former president, when he breaks ground, we should wait and see the project and then we can clap. It should not be let's make pronouncement so the people can be happy. That's not it. The people don't just want to hear government making policy pronouncements. The government want to see the policy implementation and their impact. Okay, their impact on the economy and on their lives. Sometimes when we say impact on the lives of the people, we are not saying government should put people in queue and divide money on them. Okay, let the impact of these things be by making this pronouncement. Say, okay, we'll reduce the gas, we'll reduce the scratch card, we'll cut, transportation benefit and all this. How will the Liberian people see the manifestation of these policies, these cuts? Where will they be redirected? Okay, so these kind of reports on you, it should even be done maybe quarterly. It should be done quarterly so that we can know. You remember when Senator DeLong said you are only going to take $5,000 out of his salary and the remaining one you're going to give it? Now Liberian people were asking, what are you going to do with the balance one? How will the Maserati people get report that what you will do? I mean, this is what you have cut over the period of time. What will be done with it? So this is the same thing we are telling the Ministry of Finance and the government in general, that if you are taking these measures, reducing fuel, reducing scratch card and other benefits, how will the Liberian people know these reductions we have done? These are the impacts. I think we are urging the ministry to do quarterly report on this particular policy measure.
The finance ministry.
Yes. To do quarterly report on it
and give that report. That report
and know so that the Liberian people can know exactly the fuel benefit that you reduce from 800 gallons to 150 gallons. What happened to the is it 550 gallons? What happened with the funds? The scratch card that you reduced from around 2,700 some more dollars to around 560 some more dollars. What happened to the cut? Liberian people need to know. I mean, these things are very important. That is transparency in governance. Because some people will start to say that, well, they call these things and recycle it among themselves.
Very well.
This is my take on this matter. The minister said that, well, we know as Liberians, we read and we know that this particular policy measure by U.S. President Donald Trump will have a ripple impact on our economy, on our development initiative and projects in the country. In fact, as we speak, a lot of Liberians are out of job now because a lot of them were working with the user-supported projects in the country.
So this is not Liberia alone, right?
Yes.
So, for example, the Ghanaian president, John Mohammed, yesterday have instructed the Minister of Finance. You say it's to apply the same thing to Ghana everywhere in Africa.
No, across the world.
Across the world.
Yes.
So Ghana's president John Mohammed has instructed Finance Minister Cassio Otofonso to urgently take action to close a significant 156 million funding gap. How do you close the gap? I mean, these are similar things people be acting, right? So this directive comes in response to recent U.S. usage suspension. Close all gaps, all loopholes. The place you're supposed to put money every day, close that gap in order to maintain what we have.
Exactly. So, and only like I was saying, the cut that they announced the last time, this is the breakdown of what they said. They say employees earning between $1,001 US dollar and $1,500 will face a 3.5% deduction. 3.5. So you see how this thing cut across. That means directors, assistant ministers were affected in this measure, right?
Not minister proper alone.
Yeah, not minister proper alone. So if you are making a little just above $1,000 US, you are getting 3.5% cut on your salary. Now, if you are making over 1,005 to 2,005, you are seeing 5% cut. That's serious money here. They cut here. We need quarterly reports. Now, for individuals earning between 2,005 to 5,000, 7.5% deduction.
Yeah,
this is huge money. And employees making between over 5,000 to 7,861 dollars will have 10% cut. They want our ministers now.
So these cuts, you are very right. The quarterly report will tell us the cut where the money goes.
Yes.
Right? If you have a supplementary payroll,
even if you want
also know.
If you want to ensure that for you to allow the president and the Liberian people to know that this policy is working, even the first month of implementation, send us some kind of report.
Yeah, send a report.
Say this deduction policy that we took, we were able to save.
Have it gone 1 month?
Well, no, it's not. I think this pronouncement was doing around February 5th and 6th.
It haven't gone 1 month. Yeah. Since we started talking about it, maybe they'll work on it.
Yes, we think so because
they should work on
it will show effectiveness on this policy. Because Liberian people want it's not just about cutting people money and then at the end of the day they don't know what happened to it. That's serious money on you.
Yes. Yes, I mean it's a serious thing. Let's move on quickly. We're trying to fill some time. The
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
the
no
report is
problem.
very
Yeah, yeah,
important.
yeah.
The Ministry of Health. Look, yeah, good morning. Look, the kind of broadcast we are doing. If you within government, you hate us, then you're doing the worst thing. We're trying to help the government. We're not about nothing.
That I hate. Oh, we not care. We're saying the truth.
I
Yeah, we're
mean,
not lying
we
on
all
anybody.
no one will be in a country that wants your president to fail. Then you say something wrong with you. We're not a panelist. We're regular journalists. You listen to every other day. So let's get our attention to the health ministry, the Ministry of Health. Health and politics don't mix. Health and education also they don't mix together. But local Liberian businesses, they feel that contracts are supposed to be awarded to them, they are not getting it. Amen. Yesterday we had what's his full name, Fala?
Yes, Swansea
Swansea Fala from
Kingdom Business
Business
Incorporated.
Incorporated. He said the Ministry of Health. That's why we also get the Ministry of Health 48 hours because we have a couple of documents, have conflict of interest, taking one bidders over them. The same day they're going for the bidding process, one of the bidder was in the car of the deputy as the assistant minister going to the same area. I mean, maybe you coming for an interview, for example. We all apply for an interview. I already see you on the vehicle, but I was trying to think somehow. That's what happened. The contracts were awarded, and the health ministry, you have to get yourself clear of this. And I was now start pointing finger at the PPCC because a lot of things happening now. Whether Burgess Scott Johnson will just sit down, procurement had done. If people don't get the bill, you also have the right. They have the right for you to tell them, say why they didn't get the bill.
Yes.
Yes, it's obvious you do so.
Yes, absolutely. Again, I think about this. I will be invited with it. The Minister of Health, Dr. Poto. Good morning to you and your management team over there. Okay. In recent times, we are taking interest in the Ministry of Health because we are getting different tips from different aspects of the ministry. Now, this one we are talking about is the issue of how you minister, how you are allegedly manipulating procurement and awarding of contracts in that ministry. The individual who made that statement was clear, and we give the ministry 48 hours to respond. The platform is here. Once you reach out, we'll bring you sit in the same seat, or whoever that you will designate will sit in that same seat that Mr. Swansea Fowler was sitting in, and we'll ask you these questions. Because it is important that we do that. If we don't pinpoint some of these reported, graft in our society, things will continue to be. You understand? So now, PPCC, you have to play your role. The old man made mention of how you have turned the I don't know whether it's a grievance committee or investigative panel. You have turned it into courtroom. You be telling people to bring their lawyers. To bring lawyers to do what? So, by standard, what you are supposed to do is if people go into a bidding process and they feel aggrieved by the process, the procuring entity, for example, which is under these circumstances now is the Minister of Health, right? So, for example, Mr. Swansea's company feels infringed upon in the process.
Yeah.
And file a complaint to the PPCC, that panel that is set up to review the process, should just subpoena all of the documents are using code word said. Just tell the Ministry of Health, the procuring entity, say bring all the bid documents.
Yes, let's see it.
You don't even need to judge case between go bring lawyer, no lawyer business. Review the entire, documentation for all those who participated in the bidding process. And then you can come up clearly and make your judgment on that. But for you to be telling people, oh, you bring your lawyer, and we send for the other person, they're not available. You're supposed to be taking statement from people, or that the bid documents all be looking through to make your judgment.
So since we say we have given them how many hours? 48 hours.
For the 8 hours, I think 18 gone already.
Yeah. But so tomorrow, because all of the documents he presented them officially on Thursday, will be looking into them.
Yes.
I mean, local companies needs to be promoted, man.
Yeah.
They don't turn things around.
Look, let's issue of favoritism. Sometimes people focus can really be on the president, the president, the president.
Yeah,
But
sometimes not the president.
yes,
Sometimes
most
times say it's not the president.
some of you people spoil the sectors that you are appointed to head. It is confidence that the president reports in you to give you a piece of job to do. For you to now be putting people in competition. For example, I want to be director of radio.
Yeah.
Only want to be director of radio.
They're two again the
We
same.
coming here
Yeah.
to come do interview for a job. Then
Yeah.
like you say, car for Onu to
Right,
Samokatan.
yeah.
Drove. Yeah, Onu rides in like his car to come here. Then I ride motorbike reach there.
Yeah,
As soon as I reach the compound, see like come. I mean, Onu coming running like car. I would just take around go, but I don't get a job.
Not get-
I don't get a job.
That's what the assistant minister did to
So you understand?
with other bidders.
So the minister allegedly sent the assistant minister with how the interior perspective.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember the committee then interior perspective. They put in the ministry car to go do sightseeing of the project,
Already.
the mental health hospital in Bentonville.
What about they were building for the same contract?
They're bidding for the same contract. The other people find a way there, but the other people, because they want the hard cake for the ministry. Look, you know, things used to happen here. People used to create construction companies overnight just for them to award contract to them and get a kickback.
Mm.
We will not allow that to happen in the Baka administration.
No.
Except you had a bad way. But so don't we have people like Mr. Swansea Fowler and who will come out
Yeah.
without fear and say these things, and we lay our hands on the documents, we will ensure that this country will be fixed some way or the other.
Great. Yes.
Work, take your pay and go home. Go to work, do your work, get your pay and go home.
Look, I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes when we talk,
Just start manipulating the system the way you do to get rich at the expense of other people. We say Liberians should not be spectators in the economy. But you're making Liberians to be spectators in the economy. People who genuinely invest their time and resources into these little companies, they have made progress. They reach that stage, then you want to break them down because you want to favor a new group of people. Why?
so except for the 8 hours for the health minister to respond to this, I mean, clear yourself.
When they not respond back,
I mean, every morning will say,
Yeah.
I mean, this stuff shouldn't be. There are companies who grow it. Look, all the companies have the various classes. They got class A, class B, class C. You can take a class A contract and give it to class C.
people just accusing the minister of small thing all over the place. Yeah. You go to MFA again, you get problem there.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
All right.
Duplicating departments that are already on MFA, you copy another one and set it on the Ministry of Health. For why exactly? Why dismantle that infrastructure department in the Ministry of Health that's supposed to be monitoring the ministry projects? You took all the engineers from there, you send them to the other county, send them to the other county. Why?
Yes, so for the 8 hours, as we said, but let's get it going quickly. Two more things. The MCC, the Monrovia City Corporation, MCC. Nowadays, we'll talk about the MCC. Mayor John Shafa and that of Jefferson Koji, the two kind of working. The different thing here, I know people will not like what I want to say.
So let me just quote John Colley, the veteran librarian.
John Colley, quote John Colley. That will tell the difference between the current city mayor and the past city mayor.
And in fact, the reason I'm quoting John Colley is because that is the same thing. He said, Moreover, looking dirty like this, the dead part of all over the place there are picking Jefferson Koji wearing white suit.
Okay.
Is there anything different with Jefferson Koji's suit and John Seva's suit?
John Sefa, all he's doing is just about having programs upon program upon program. Moreover City Day, Moreover Cleaner Day, Moreover Days, all even. I'm saying who can break the gap of Mirrorboro to reach the level of Mirrorboro working.
So Bluff Boys.
Yes, Sefa Bluff Boy. And besides that, by next week, we'll be talking about conflict of interest within the MCC. It shouldn't be so. The mayor of Monrovia have a printing company called the Safa Media Group that have almost all of the billboards to see to RIA. How come a mayor of a country who will give himself contract have billboards everywhere in the city? I mean, man, good morning, my president, President Boykai. You have nothing to prove to
huge
anybody.
conflict.
More than conflict of interest. Trust me, people there to defend you.
People can now go.
Everything people can fight.
People can now go other defense system.
My president, I want this president to succeed, and Marka will succeed. Look, but we'll have to tell the president the thing what's happening. The mayor of Monrovia, and could you use a bluff with the title too?
The Lord Mayor.
The Lord Mayor.
The Lord Mayor.
It is the beginning missing it. The Lord Mayor Kuji. Yeah. The Lord Mayor, I know I do say John Shafa Accord instead of the Lord Mayor. Yeah, maybe, yeah, the mayor. Mayor Safa have one of the biggest advertising company, the Safa Media Group. Trust me, conflict of interest right there. The mayor of the city will award himself contracts. Am I lying? Checked RI almost all of the billboards. The Safa Media Group in Central Town, in Cinco, in just everywhere. So when the contract comes, now you have other independent media group bidders will come. Who else will award the contract? He takes the contract right there.
And that is same thing.
The same old thing, the same old country.
The manipulation of the system.
That's it right there.
For self-interest.
And nobody talking about Mayor Safa. Who dare to talk to John Safa, the mayor of Monrovia? The mayor.
They love mayor.
They love. So sometimes when you think about the country, we can never be like Ghana. We cannot be like Nigeria whatsoever. That's why Boycott needs to wear iron boots. And say, well, they shouldn't be so. How come other sportsman business, other sportsman printing presses will survive now when the mayor of the city have his own media group? That being existent, I'm not disputing the fact. Yeah, it being existent, but it still runs under him effectively. The mayor who sees all of the building processes. See all of
but who will bid even our other company? The interior perspective.
You get win
sector to do project from interior perspective.
No, you get interior perspective.
The company that can drive in a minister's vehicle to go inspect site.
So that one I want Marka to get yes, the market thought the president I want you to get angry.
Yeah,
when you were talking.
That was happening.
That what president, you know, I won't lie to you.
Yeah, that was happening.
Yeah, that's what happening. So those who sitting there put their hand in a pocket now and say, Tammy. You mean the mayor for this city here? He don't get all the. Let's move on. We just say this is just part one. Yeah, but next we will talk more of the MCC. Nothing different from Koji. Nothing different. Same old story.
They say they clean small.
Yeah, man. LeBron won't clean up. Even taking the biggest one, all the small advertising company finish crying. Nobody can say nothing. He sees all of the contract and takes everything. Let's go to Simon Freeman DSTV. How many of you know that DSTV is now the subscription where you try to recharge DSTV is bouncing back?
Why are they doing that?
It's a big thing. They have a major disruption in their service.
Okay.
If your DSTV expires today, you want to recharge, it's not going through. LTA, take note. We've been calling on the SIM, LTA, to tell DSTV, Satcom, NanaSat, your monthly subscription fees are very high. If you manage to recharge your DSTV, sometimes you're only eligible to watch 3 channels.
The same way the Liberian people cry on the MNOs, and LTA stepped in at the end of the day. Today, for you, from 45 minutes, people are offering now 70 minutes for 5 days.
Yes,
and all of that.
Yes.
So what is the difference? Why we can't do sync to the satellite providers?
I don't know.
Why? Like one of the mobile network operators we can focus on.
Yeah, all.
It can be that the LTA is not only for cell phone companies.
Actually, we are doing none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all do something about this thing.
You're for the DSTV Sako, NanaSat, but I don't call Sako.
We have right to entertainment too, man. We need to watch football games, watch the news, and other things. Information is important. Let's call a whole subscription thing to maybe a flat rate of maybe for Premier you can do maybe it's under 25.
The most recharge
Compact Plus
$20.
Do 20.
Yes.
Going down one, you just do something maybe $11, $12 across the board. That's the thing for the people. They not agree and carry that company.
So the rapper in the satellite business now have become Simon Freeman. They went to the Supreme Court.
So now we need the radical action on you.
Yes, the Supreme Court ruled in DSTV favor, said DSTV should be the only television satellite to show football games. What a small thing that the court ruling here. That was just on February 20th. Deliver a significant ruling in favor of the DSTVs, giving them the right to stream football games. I mean,
you're claiming all the rights around
all the right, no local content. No local content on DSTV. We can expose our country. That no one be president.
If I'm gonna say you are in the advocacy, no, I don't know what happened.
If I'm gonna stop.
How you not stop?
They say they Ava Jones, they had a meeting. Look, Ava met with the whole committee along with background. The next day, they went to Boulevard Palace. We had no outcome of meeting again. That's how it ended. Anyway, yes, 7 minutes up to 9 o'clock. Sometimes we talk, sometimes we supposed to talk, but I mean,
Yeah, man.
yeah, we look things why people know that in other countries they don't work. Everything just go on a big level.
Yeah.
Someone look at AFL man put pepper spray in your face, or you try to in Ghana, in Guinea. Look at military man a pepper spray.
But I say on you, the Liberian army that force for good, yeah.
Look,
A force for good.
mm-hmm.
Because
You look at army man.
because
You put pepper spray in the army man face.
that thing what is saying, oh yes, the law will take a course. You will go to the barrel, you go press that barrel, you pump tire, eh? I mean,
The army man, you shouldn't. Don't beat it. No,
you will go to the barrel, you do some work. In fact, you will spend 3 days there before you come back to your family.
Yeah.
I don't care about your status.
Yeah.
These people are the first citizens of the country. They lay their life down for the country business.
Yeah.
You over there, you have to take going, say, yeah, I want to be army man, will walk out, I'll go stand to fight for the country. And you understand? When you join the army, it means you have laid down your life for your country. And if people will be disrespecting because of party affiliation or relationship with hierarchies in government.
What's the DA boss there?
I'm disappointed, man.
The boss that's why.
In fact, Anthony saw
so I should suspend all of the guys who he saw.
Why were these agents around the former deputy director? Why were they doing that? So you see, when we mention the issue of people having loyalists in public institutions in the country while they're sitting at home, when you see some,
they met out of the service. It's not no ranking the DA yet take full and call the whole battalion you call that so.
So some of you, on what grounds you people went there? Are you people so in case somebody feel threatening, the first line of security you can call that police, they're not DA. Okay? You can't call DA, call police. But some of you just ran over there with our country uniform on you say you go, I know you go defend your friend.
And they're on clip for that.
Okay.
They're on video for that.
Action should be taken against these agents.
The 25 of them.
Okay.
25, 30.
Action should be taken. Mr. Anthony Swa, good morning to you. Good morning again. Good morning to you and your deputies and the high command over there. Action should be taken against your agents who abandon their work to go to Fatiga, whatever was happening there. Fatiga should call police instead of calling DA officers from their work to go protect him or support him in whatever he was doing. Well, sincerely, I know that through the security reform, we did a great job with the army. But a great job, yeah. All the training they post on that, certain rule people can suspend it when something that happen. That force for good. Certain time when people they respect you put the force for good. Once I put them in the paper and get into the barrack. Okay? A civilian man, whether you get security training that one, that I'm a business, as far as concerned, you're in the security force here, you was dismissed. So I consider him as a civilian right now. You take pepper spray and put it in every man's eyes, and y'all say the law will take a course.
They're very brave.
That man's supposed to be to the barrack now. They be begging, say, oh, you're saying Fadiga home. On a serious note,
let me just say this to the police academy.
Because I want to be forced for good or some level of disrespect.
I want to go back to Sadatu Reeves. You know, before people graduate from the academy, it do not make the passing mark, don't graduate them. It's a serious thing. Before someone graduates from the police academy, all right, like I understand LIS have their own academy. Before you graduate any security personnel, let them reach the passing mark. Because if not so, what we'll see in the street, the way I can put to we the journalists who are so-called, who are journalists and so we're telling you on the thing to do too. Before you graduate anyone, let them reach the mark, because the unprofessional behavior is just too much now. The men left the force, still have a cough, carrying pepper spray,
carrying weapons.
These are battalion.
You describe these as non-lethal weapons.
Anthony Swada get control of the DA. Anthony Swada do nothing. Me get control of the whole DA.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say too. I got friends who in the DA. I can call too. I can call back up.
Yeah. How can I be the head of DA? Then somebody who was dismissed for rudeness, is standing somewhere and calling my agent to go there and go join.
That agent they call the whole battalion.
Yeah.
So I don't think you got control of the DA.
What does that mean? So people have influence over the Liberian Drugs Enforcement Agency more than the people who are in charge.
Yeah.
That can happen on no, the officer in charge who left. Peters.
Andrew Christopher Peters.
Christopher Peters.
Yeah, but even AB Nkrumah, it can't happen.
I don't believe it. It can never happen on Christopher Peters. It can't happen on AB.
So you see what happened to AB Nkrumah?
One former deputy will call my whole crew.
The guys
that work post.
These guys they mess up AB Nkrumah. They mess up AB Nkrumah. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm disappointed, man.
Anyway,
if so I cannot take any action against these people, I will have issue.
I'm doing so.
Yes, I will have issue.
The Baba can tell the job with bang.
Man who went in a professional working place to go work, he facing blow and fighting. They take him from there. Then I hear one calling you, you're leaving your where you're going.
They call whole battalion. Yeah, man.
What kind of unprofessional behavior is that on the part of you, the LDA agents?
Look, I should take the phone calls right now. These talk are to make our president get down to his feet. My president, Joseph Boyka, I like you so much.
They also suspend and cut their pay. That's why they got paid them for 2 months.
President, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's good suggestion.
Somebody got my pay there.
Yes. Suspend them for 2 months. Cut. They will not take pay. That 2 months, everybody got paid them.
If you see what party got right on the social media pressing the vice president,
that one not issue.
But on a very serious note, my president, there are so many things you are listening to me on. These things will bring it right before you. During the campaign, that Boyka will won. When I'm saying that the other person will won, like you Liberian people entrusted and will still believe you can do it. The second half players, they'll gossip all in the hair. You're going to make a major reshuffle, and there are people still making errors upon error and believe that entitlement. Make the high decision. Let's get the line. It's 9 o'clock. Let's keep the lines open up. You've been listening up to us this morning. It's you versus us, the breakfast show. 961. I'll get to Cyprian calling later on within the show.
Yes. So as we open the lines, please, the authorities at NSA, please.
Oh yeah. So you know the reason why I slowed down? No, the VP is not in country.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in Brussels.
Okay.
Yes. I think that area falls definitely on the vice president.
Okay.
Yes. So I was on yesterday. I received a text. Yes, the VP is in Brussels. Yeah, no, Fred.
Okay.
Aliu's Wallo. What's his last name? Aliu Nesco Wallo. Wallo. Let me talk to my president listening before you get in his comfort to go to work. President Boyka, good morning to you quickly. This NSA guy, Aliu Nesco Wallo, he got dismissed on the NSA. We'll call on you, please. You have forgiven a lot of people. Please bring him back to the NSA. The statement he made was a tribute. His long time, godfather.
19 years.
He served Prince Johnson for 19 years. And he believed that was the only way he could make a tribute to say goodbye to his godfather. He didn't breach any security protocol. Please. He has served the NSA. We want to call on you this morning.
Yes.
So the great people of Nimba will say yes. Our son didn't get dismissed because he made a tribute at the funeral of Prince Johnson. Please, man. That's what I'm waiting for. Yeah, Jeremiah.
Yes.
Let's get a line activated 0770-153-265
and 0770-202-579. Good morning. You're live on the TBS. Your name, where you join us from?
Good morning, my name is Moses Kade. I'm from Harrisburg.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I mean, what that issue been? Oh, Harrisburg. Yeah. No, but
one good thing that he said the morning that I really captured my understanding was the statement he made pertaining to the capital that Musa Bede did in the Makala Bridge. 2003, I lived around that community where I know how the Yaro is a step house. But you see, this country is a country that when you do individual, people don't talk about it. Yeah. They will not talk about it, but then they will look at the people and they shit.
Oh, okay. I think your line is breaking. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Good morning. Okay.
Marka, would you let me appreciate for this morning? I'll listen to the chorus for the minister of the regional leaders to pray. Marka, you pray for what? You have a little while in your country, making a power vessel in your country. If a leader can reduce your salary and allowance to
I don't know what they call is dropping and coming back, but the minister provided clarity that he said his statement was in reference to a particular project he might give. I think the RIS project. He said, I think we should pray that it should not be cancelled. I think he said that's the clarity he provided.
Oh, thank you. I would like to pray for
You're not praying for nothing. Yeah, thank you, Abibra. You're not praying. Good morning. And I'm in a position to pray. Good morning.
You fast.
Good morning, Marka. And let me say a pleasant good morning to people on you.
Morning.
This is the feature host of the True Breakfast Show,
Very good.
grandson of Grandpas of County,
Okay.
the voice of G. Ryan Somerville Jr. O'Neill, Marka, let me appreciate this morning. The talking points are very interesting, but because of time, I have to call. Let me speak for on two. The first one has to do with the father minister, Mr. Gordon Kafuan Low. Mr. Kafuan, the country does not need any prayer. God has blessed this country. We have a lot of natural resources that can benefit us. The only thing that we couldn't need to do is to call someone unnecessary benefit that will give to that person who was swept who call themselves lawmakers. How can a serious man of country in the entire
The people who you like, they don't contend you go to jail without.
Yeah, so what they do is the entire country body can get certain people going to salary and benefit of people who just go somewhere to the misbehave, out of parents, so they're going to share. And so for the summit of the point, the country does not need any strength. We are over already blessed us. Lastly, the second time point I want to speak to MCD Law. Marka, only there's a difference between we, United Partisans, and CGs. And when we see the wrong, we are United Partisans, we speak and the truth in the face of our leaders. So, Marka, let me announce that the only difference between the past mayor Kochi and our mayor is one is a well posted and one is well posted. But the only difference between the two of them.
So why in the postal now?
Today, I got more taking back day. Today, more breaking TV.
You really hold the TVS for true. Thank you, my young man. Good morning.
Hey, President, they will you coach yes, yeah, pa.
That the post with the
The post with the boost.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to Labyrinth following your show. I join you from District 4. I'm the voice of Akwe Ebo Singer. I want to say a pleasant good morning to the people's lawmaker on a motor accountability. Marka, there were a lot of things when you talk about. I felt the vibrancy in the two of your voices this morning, and I was appreciative the fact that you people were able to talk about some of these cardinal issues in our country. But Marka, I want to speak this morning on this issue of the huge wave of lawlessness in this country. I think this country is not proceeding rightly under our president, Joseph Jamal Boakai. I think this to say, Marka, look at what you people just discussed lastly. That has to do with this issue of the LDA officers and that of Hassan Fadiga. I mean, in a serious country that demonstrates level of lawlessness, the man is now with the entity. Why would this man call some of our officers wearing the country's uniform? And they stepped in to provide support to this man. I think that was wrong. So, like I said, I think we're not proceeding as a in the right direction. Recently, what happened with the motorcyclists and that of the LMP, the Labrador National Police, when I listened to the news morning, Marka, I was even shocked. You won't believe that the authorities of the motorcyclist union, they are giving the police ultimatum to let down on the motorcyclists who are supposed to plow the street, the main street. Are you kidding me? They said that these authorities are saying to us what the motorcyclists don't. They were in a rightful position to do so. That is wrong. Even if you as a cyclist, if you say about the national police, doesn't mean you take the law into your hands. And if the police come over many and say they place a temporary ban on you, instead of you finding an applicable solution to the problem, you provide an ultimatum for the Labrador National Police.
Okay.
I think this is wrong. Is that the only sector that is helping the economy? If these people will start to portray themselves in this way, other people want to follow themselves soon. And that is not right, Marka. I think the government needs to rise up and the authority needs to rise up to this occasion.
Thank you.
Morning.
Marka, my name is Frank. Yesterday, after the first interview, you told me the place about.
Mama, please go to the issue. Go to the issue. Go to the issue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we really want to talk with you up here.
Okay, call now after the show, my young man.
Yeah, when come here in class, just call him. Anyway, morning.
Good morning, Marka and O'Neill about the studio. Good morning. How are you this morning?
Morning.
So I'm Eric Bolle, and I call you from Chicken Soup Factory. Yeah, I want to speak to our president, my dynamic president, president of the century, His Excellency President Joseph Marka. Hello?
Go ahead, we're listening.
He is my president. I voted for. I live my night on chopping bowl for his sake, even me and my family. But I want to tell my president, my beloved president, that he needs to put his foot down. He needs to calm down. Many times, you guys made a lot of comments, a lot of criticism on some of his workers, some of his employees. You know, there's a parable that says, you got an animal in the bush, they got a fine food mark when walking, he said, but they can't erase it. President Marka is trying his best. He said, no business as usual. But we still see people who he has selected, put his confidence in there. They are mismanaging the confidence. President Marka had to put his feet down. Someone this complaint, then he set up a committee to look into it. Otherwise, many of them will be in government to look ugly in the eyes of the opposition. Please, Mr. President, look into some of this complaint, investigate, get some people out, reshuffle, help the government, help the librarian. Thank you very much. Let God bless you and your leadership. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless the president. All hail the king. Good morning.
Morning on you. Good morning, all. Friends, to you. I'm Charles the Lion of people. Oh, what on my mind is going to have to do with it. Huge, and when the salary laws we got in God official making with it. Which country in the F on you that would give people the can you say caught that in the world like we're traffic now? That one law because of the official that you want that to help you with 50,000, 2,000 yellow gap. Then the people still suffering at the standard. Personally, when that person was sitting with me that more than the show when you put on you our the staff policy now with the opening that president. That's what or the salaries. Very God, it's just so risky that we are suffering. We are one of the poorest in Africa in the world. Let us see reaching a cost of the salary that better like rent are suffering. Only you go on you that camp of old Finland camp on where Finland get grabbing. Student fund was here. Look at the bathroom. I when the outside yesterday was so protesting. I didn't know what carried me to that window. See girls in the brutality on you. It's disgraceful. I can't come on. I don't know, man.
You mean the top from Fender, you're looking down people in the bush?
I think the push on you. When I said often was so doing our demonstration yesterday. So I started going to the window to see young girls get in the bush parking. I was in Paris. Go see a bathroom. Go see student for the tears on you. Then one man only making 15,000 US, 300 gallons of gas. 300 dollars flat. It's gas.
Entertainment give money.
Give money, my brother. People suffering. Only that money, President, you know, but only that president, that president, let us step down on the scenes. We are suffering, brother, and I'm making talk over you, not easy the country. Thank you, O'Neill.
All right. Great. The voice of the people is the voice of God. Yes.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Go ahead.
Oh, good morning, Marka, dear, and O'Neill Robert. This is Jeremiah Perry, and I'll call you from the.
Are you sounding so? You feeling bad?
Ready. Sometimes when we hear the discussion on radio, we can actually feedback as to our lawmakers and our people who will say that our leaders, the way they treat us. But nevertheless, there's a faith and there's a hope that we'll still make it.
Very good.
As I said, I cannot discuss number 6. On the Robert and Marka David, first let me begin by saying, no wonder a tree that will bear fruit in another garden, and that wish should be the every concern. Now, with the Prime Minister coming out to say that we should pray, the Bible says, they said, put your hands to work and review and see if God will not bless your hand. So why can't we do our own here? I mean, the president was affected, Nigeria was affected, our country was affected, but yesterday they are still living alive normally. So if just you are
who told you that living normally? Everybody taking measures to fill in the gaps created.
So what's the gap?
People are working over time. It's not normal.
We should be
vacuum now instead of talking or they for praying. Why you wake up so you pray a long time?
But they call the man to the Senate to go talk. Why he talk now? They call the man to the Senate to go talk. Why he talk?
No, I think he has to get on your knee and pray better because he coach you to go and taking pay. Thank you.
Good morning.
O'Neil and Marka.
Morning.
Way.
Yeah, I'm focused on my body from tomorrow. O'Neil, I just want to say thank you guys for the topic about the CEA, Patika, and of the stuff. So, let me say, this country, we have a long way to go, and we need good system in this country, especially when it comes to our security. Why do I say this? The other time, these guys were on the QSS, I call a talk show, AD Puma, and I thought the very Fadiga and other men.
Fadiga.
So they were discussing, they were discussing. How some people brought some, recruits from Guinea, some Fulani, some Madingo, from Guinea, and to join the DEA and so the guys into the system, taking of constabulary, and the local population, and just put them into the security sector such as DEA to fight the drug war. Do you expect you guys? Can you imagine the certain men that will call a phone by Patika? That is two squads. That's two squads right there. And therefore, one aircraft soldier. So why is that aircraft soldier not drug you or carry? You mean they're going to kill him before they investigate? No, you don't. Many times, you guys, what I want to say is that if a man is clean to the job, even when they give you order, you will know who giving you that order, and that order, if you carry on, you'll be discretional.
Yes.
You will not just go on the badmone verbally like that.
The security people will say you should take lawful order.
Yeah,
they need to be reshuffled. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, take lawful order. Don't take any kind of order. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Good morning, O'Neil.
Morning.
My name is Darlington P. Jackson. I join you from Baptist Seminary.
Okay, thanks for joining us. Go ahead.
There are two things I want to speak to. One has to do with a reminder to the president. I want to remind the president that the 20,000 plus votes in one way were not only from United Party Pakistan. There were other people from other parties who saw him.
Some people who are not even from political parties say, my dear.
The next thing I want to speak to is the issue of powerful people in the country. The system are no longer powerful, but individuals are powerful in this country. To the extent that one former deputy minister can stay somewhere and they call a whole troop and they go there to support him. That means the system is not powerful, but only individual powerful. This is bad, and we depend on President Marka that we chose over George Weah to fix these things.
Okay. Yes, President Boakai should fix these things. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good to hear you again.
Yes, sure. And thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, thank you. My concern has to do with the finance minister going to meet
the case at the Senate.
Yeah, the others. I mean, that thing that people start giving for hard time. That thing are not previously.
Madam Victoria, hey, my papa.
Yeah, but I can go out and listen to our friends. That thing people are the people I enjoy. So when they have that time, then people want to sacrifice. Why should people be getting a bulk of what we supposed to be the populations we will be enjoying? Can you imagine 45,000 for one person? Then you say we should go pray for what is. Mr. Ability, who cut down the salary half? I don't know about all of the communication with other people, other senators or representatives. Who did it?
Nobody.
Nobody. Then why should people be mean? You come to us. You say vote for us. We say, okay, we will put you there. When crisis start come, why you can't sacrifice for us? Then we say we must go to God again. Mr. Fana Minister, all due respect, don't care go hata, I beg you. You went over there, you're supposed to tell the people. These are classic stars. You say without supporting us. We have a family, so all of us fight together. Then battle. Our papa will not move food in the house and the market say, okay, on the market say, you all give my food to the children. That will make them good leaders. Look, let me tell you, government, if these people, government will not go for the second round, it will be because of that house. It will be because of the house, it will not be because of Giuseppe Pacabello. Perfectly.
Yeah.
But the people that we elected are disappointing us. And we until the table is staying around with those kind of laws that they made in our favor. Man, I know all of them will go there. I mean, that leaves that for another day.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take 2 more calls. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
They'll bring us pause.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
We are fine. You're live on the show. Go ahead.
Fatuyo.
Yeah. No, not Patu.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Josephine.
Yeah, my attention has been drawn to what happened to Canada and DA. The DA man, that's a guy.
Okay.
Our only thing when it happened.
You're on the same?
Yes, I live here. I care for all.
Okay.
Our only thing.
Okay.
What Canada, because the DA guys did over there was very wrong. And if the EFL car too, if the EFL people were to take the same step, maybe we're going wrong for our horses here. They poor, and when the people, when the people came, I even heard a me, because I am going to say it online, speaking another language that I understand.
Okay.
What is that about? You know, police can try to talk to them, they really listen to the police. The other area guys can try to ask and give them attention. But they wanted to do what they did. And the fact they came from, they know that they want to wait for that guy to pass before they claim, why are we doing this? They were too shocking. We were even surprised that he said that. He even said, sure. Everybody on the social was saying the same thing. They never ever. They were finding this prayer thing. Let me tell you, pray about my brother. You don't just go to God and just say anything to him. So for us to pray, the house will cut down their salary, the house will be able, they did not need prayers though. They didn't need no prayers. That thing is doing to that thing is doing opening all of people's car in our place. Let me tell you something with this thing here. With time, look at the people and tell them the truth. We don't want to be speaking different languages. Now when you see something, you so time they show that to listen to our this there. I will come and radio and just say I'm looking.
Hey.
Then they will time with them when they need prayer again. Why would they go on this? One of the truth, because they will not choose anybody from this. That's too much. That's too much. No security, no in their own thing. Why did you quiet people for one person? After you know, what wrong with it? We try. God bless us. God bless you people. God bless us.
Okay.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The final one.
The final call.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, Marka. Good morning, O'Neill. My name is Sakoti Sector. I'm calling you from Chikisu Factory.
Okay.
Marka, everything that you stated this morning, it sounds so prudent that the Latvian people should observe. This government will have a good leader. Joseph Factory is a good leader that can promote the life of the Latvian people. But our obstacle comes regularly from the house. The two houses are not working in the interest of the Latvian people. They are not there to make laws, but they are there to confuse the Latvian people by taking the money forcefully. The president does not have power to eliminate any lawmaker. We are the one that can eliminate the lawmaker. The lawmaker can eliminate the president. They can impeach him. But the problem of the Latvian people comes from the two houses. They are so
gluttonic in eating the money that Labio always deteriorated.
The house is pulling a budget into team and give money.
No, let me say this. For this country to progress, I tell you this.
12,000 euro. What? That kind of money, say, hold on, sorry. That kind of money, say, I can even work for. I mean, how many years I must see that money into team and give.
O'Neal, look, if we calculate all the things that this money are nearly cry here.
Well,
The reason is this.
Don't cry.
They make all the teachers there to go on what they call contract. How the company will progress? All the teachers on contract, all the companies they putting the people on contract because government is doing it. Then the whole money of the country is in the legislators here and the senators. You see, let us change our constitution and stimulate the salary of the lawmaker. How many cars and what type of car is going to get? Other than that, law will continue to deteriorate.
okay.
Seriously.
Somebody living in District 8, the representative in District 8, they get 45,000 in our car.
Yeah, 45,000.
And the capital building around District 8.
So we need referendum. I don't want you.
Yeah.
I want you people to put noise in all the radio
So today, hold on. Sorry. Today another noise came at that Capitol building, right? They are going to replace. Yeah, today there will be another noise down there. They're replacing all those who want the ECOWAS Parliament.
Yeah.
That's why.
They are not. Let me tell you, Honorable Yata Kwamba is a perpetual individual of committing chaos in the house. He not making law.
Oh.
They want to make law. Let's say he has idea of making law. He can say, I will make law that will make Labio to be clean.
All right.
Yes. Then, in the street, you will be in jail for 5 days or you pay 100 United States dollars. Only you see people on the plan.
You're right about that. Anyway, thank you. So no law.
They only to compute it and be eating free money.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
So 3 lawmakers will be replaced today or recalled. Representative Samuel Enders, Representative Mema Briggs Mensah, and Ta Wombe from just gonna go cause another noise in the parliament there again. Everyone said that different thing, or you can't record these people then still you can undo everything. Anyway,
I say conflict resolution are give and take.
yeah, but the way things are proceeding
the
now,
majority speaker said you are reaching out to reconcile the house.
Reconciling, but you want to take all of the committee dissolving everything. People, everyone's recognized already. You come to record them. Look, as we close up, my president, good morning to you. I'm sure you're listening up to the Liberian people. These are Liberian people who are in the heavy rain, the pull down of rain. Some of the officials, sometimes I can't blame Marka and Marka. Those who got we got our rescue train, right? People came from different political parties, people got jobs from all over. That's how now we call on the president to take more charge. On that heavy pull down of rain, they're saying that Marka will won. And people are doing conflict of interest, signing contracts, awarding contracts out. When you get this kind of news, suspend them, get them due process. That's how it should be. Thank you so much. Let's go. Let's go for sports in the team.
The country will not burn. I only think we can show.
Yeah, we're not burning. We'll bring them a 5 on the most stable country in the world. Yeah, we'll make all the noise. We'll not burn. That's all. But 2029 will be tough. The next time you say, I want to be represented, that's one time you take.
People who thinking about re-election say, hey, I can show you that
re-election in District 11. Richard Kuhn turned not to be re-elected in District 11. So Lord, you can face that Samokata role. That kind where the boy Samokata said Richard Kuhn, he say he's speaker right now. You came there, you campaign here, you say you get money. Now you say you're the chairman in the country. Come and do, we have the tape. Come on to you can do it. But what I'm hearing, Kuhn will contest in Samuel County.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going Samuel. Everyone's not going River says. Yeah, to go contest. Richard Kuhn, just forget about District 11. And countryman, I think he's one of the favorite guy right now. But countryman, don't let nobody fool you say you can be senator. I want to be, that'd be smart thing. Just stick with District 11 and win District 11. Oh, my man, that too. What's it? Wait.
Who is it?
No, we might not seen that
Oh,
12.
12, yeah.
What was this guy? The Dean, Hillary Gibson.
No.
Yeah, in the scene district 11. But can go back to that 11. That will you get hat trick. Just forget it. You leave Samukata row or you know how many votes you go for down there. Anyway, let's go for sport, but the man going all the way Sano Kante. Yes, let's bring you sports right here on the TBS 961, the hot and soul of Liberia. What's making news? The most on the table. I got read that to the African Cup of Nations. That was that brought to Cup of Nations for straight. Fifth on the table. Yes, Naomi Tapia is here of sports this morning. Good morning to you, Naomi.
Good morning, Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Passion of Life. The president of the Liberia Kickball Federation has announced the federation's sponsorship deal with National Lottery Authority (NLA), which is 90% completed. Speaking during the awards ceremony of the federation at the weekend, the president of the federation, Emmanuel Sopras, will disclosed that the LKF partnership that is about to be completed will take the traditional game of kickball to another level, and it is just a matter of time before it is officially announced. He added that over the years, the Liberia Kickball Federation has been supported by the local security firm, SIGA, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and Monserrato County Senator Sir Joseph. We praised all stakeholders, players, sponsors, the media, fans, and especially the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the people of Painesville for their support during the 2023-24 league season. Surprise we continued that this year's edition will feature over 17 teams competing in the first division and over 18 clubs in the second division with teams from Monserrato and Maigibi counties. The competition is expected to kick off in a week or early next month. Meanwhile, Ancestors 2 and Destiny Girls settled for a 3-0 draw at the SKD Sports Complex in the Super Cup, but Ancestors claimed the second division championship in penalty shootouts, while Mikey P clinched the 2023-4 LKF National Playoff Championship. Watanga FC defeated league leaders FC Fasel 1-0 in the Liberia Football Association First Division League at the weekend. FCB Mountain bowed to the Messengers of Heaven 11 2-0, while Blackman Warrior conceded a 2-1 defeat to Global Farmer. The Ghana Pepper Boys of Mighty Barrow and LPRC Others settled for 0-0 draw to end all of the weekend's activities. The Scorers Football Club overpowered Freeport FC 2-0 on Monday, with Jay Freeman netting all 2 goals to secure all 3 points for his second place side. And international developments, Manchester United will make up to 200 jobs redundant to return the club to profitability. About 250 members of staff were made redundant last year in a first wave of cost-cutting measures by co-owner Sir Jean Ratcliffe. In a meeting with staff on Monday, United Chief Executive Omar Beranda informed employees that there will be a fresh round of redundancies as part of a transformation plan. A club statement says the transformation plan aims to return the club to profitability after 5 consecutive years of losses since 2019. It added that approximately 150 to 200 jobs may be made redundant, subject to a consultation process with employees, with the process expected to take between 3 and 4 months. As of 30 June 2024, Manchester United had 1,040 employees, so 450 redundancies will be 39% of the club's workforce. Last week, the club revealed a loss of 27.7 million euros in their second quarter financial results, and the Red Devils have lost more than 300 million euros over the past 3 years. United are on course for the lowest finish in the Premier League era as Robin Amorim's team are 15th in the table after Saturday's 2-0 draw at Everton. And finally, Galatasaray said they will initiate criminal proceedings against Fenerbahce's manager Jose Mourinho after claiming he made racist statements following the team's 0-0 draw on Monday. It was not clear which statements Galatasaray were referring to. Speaking in the news conference after the Istanbul derby, Mourinho said the home bench had been jumping like monkeys and also repeated his criticism of Turkish referees, saying it would have been a disaster to use an official from the country. Monday's match was refed by Slovenian Slavko Vincic after both clubs requested a foreign official take charge of the fixture, as well as the threat of legal action. Galatasaray said they would submit official complaints to football's governing bodies. Mourinho, a former Chelsea, Manchester United, and Tottenham manager, and Fenerbahce are yet to respond to the accusations. That's all from our sports desk.
Now, me not supposed to laugh when your team faster than Bibe. Faster can never be Bibe because faster is the number one. She is the giant.
Across Africa, a new era has begun, shifting our focus to a new horizon, connecting us with one purpose: to create and share opportunities to grow. Today, we are making a brighter tomorrow, built by our dreams and our energy. Across our continent, across the world, we are creating a better way to a better future. A Pan-African future. Together. EcoBank. A better way, a better Africa. Across Africa.
Jimmy County, County, that's what we call across. Yes, put your radio on. The True Breakfast Show, 961. We have less than 10 minutes, 10, 12 more minutes to go of the show. 96.1, the heart and soul of life. I'm trying to connect with Cyprian calling, but I'm not going through. I don't know why is it. Cyprian, if you can call back, we'll definitely do so. But as we have said earlier on, the rain season is just up very, very soon. I will be preparing for the rain, those slumber area, those areas that experience too much flooding. Yes, you'll run to the radio station or do SOS call. I will be preparing for the rain season. See, I'm seeing that I can pick up Cyprian calling at least for a few minutes, all the way from Nimba. Cyprian, good morning. Oh, hold on, sorry. The guys are still singing in the background.
So this morning.
How is Nimba County?
Well, Lima is doing great, particularly District number 7 here is doing very well. Where on Sunday, the district representative, Honorable Musa Hassan Berete, delivered his district report. Having been in power for a little over 1 year now, it was incumbent upon him as tradition to report to his people about his workings at the level of the national legislature.
Great. So normally during district reports, you have some violence. People will be disturbing the report. How is it like? Tell us. You mean there's your point, Maserati? Yeah.
Police can come and battle cry, all the kind of thing. Ours was very organized. The towns were represented. All of the towns were represented. The chiefs, the elders, the leaders here, the mayors of the two cities were represented. And everything went as very well. Somebody would say it went very, very well. But in the report, Representative told his people that he's been at the House of Representatives now for a little over 1 year, and as part of his workings, he introduced a bill, talking about this citizenship, where if a Liberian born, in America or overseas, your child will not be a Liberian citizen. So, he pushed out, he put up the bill, and that bill, according to him, was passed by the House of Representatives and is now on the floor of the Liberian Senate. When that bill is passed, if you only you go to America or maybe travel to Europe or anywhere in the diaspora, and you have you born a child by an American or whatever, when the child comes back home, the child is automatically a Liberian. You don't have to go and declare and pass through anything. So that was one thing he said. He also talked about his working at the House of Representatives, particularly relating to this speaker removal. He told the people that he was elected. When he was elected, he took oath to stand by the law, to defend the law, and to respect the law. So he told his people that what is happening at the level of the Capitol building, he's not going to back off from his position to respect the law. So people should not be pushed. People, but there are some pressures coming on people here in the district, to call on their representative to back off from his position, supporting the rule of law caucus and the speakership of J. Fonati Kofa, Councilor J. Fonati Kofa. So he made it very clear to his people that he was elected to defend the law, protect the law, and stand by the law, and he's not going to back off no matter what comes. And in fact, he was good, and what he was doing, it was to protect the Constitution, and that was he was elected for. Representative Benete also, told the people that since he got elected as lawmaker of this district, he has not received any district development money because it's been rumored and carried in this district that $100,000, was allotted in the budget, in 2024 budget or so for district development. He told the people at the gathering that it was a scam. He said it was a scam, not a cent has come. In fact, according to him, that money was reduced in the recast budget to 50,000, and out of the 50,000, it was further reduced to 38,000. And now, according to him, it's being distributed. Some portion of that $38,000 is being distributed among majority lawmakers who are supporting the removal of Speaker J. Fonatico. But that's something that we need to fact check. But that was a revelation that he made. He also talked about, building roads. Of course, there is no debate about his developmental initiative in the district.
Yeah, so I was just about to ask some of the major initiatives or projects he captured in a report.
Okay, as you are aware, Representative Benete is building roads. He has said out of the 16, there are 16 major roads here in the district that's supposed to be completed. He has completed 15 out of 16 major road projects. He told his people that there is no part of his district that is not accessible by road. In fact, he has gone beyond his district. He's gone to District 6, to the Sangaple area. There he's gone to District 8, across the water to Yang, Ben Yang, Baldwin and other places in District 8, where Representative Miana is. His growth project is also going in other parts of the district that he didn't mention, but we are aware that he's working in District 2. Uh, he didn't mention that the bridge that he's building in District 5 as part of his developmental initiatives, because that is outside of the district. But you are aware that he has built three major bridges, one of them being the biggest one being the Down Bowie Memorial Bridge that connects district number 7 and 8. The one they call the Yah River Bridge, and that is the Down Bowie Memorial Bridge. You also know that he connected Bao, Bao Trope. There's a bridge in Bao, but that Bao was not accessible by road because of that bridge. It was a major impediment for the people. He constructed that. You're also aware that he constructed the Toma Memorial Bridge, the one in Yanseng, where his mother hails from. So development here, no argument about that. I can tell you that there is no argument. And in fact, Representative Bennett did not just speak, he wrote it down. It's documented in a booklet. So he shared the booklet, the PowerPoint presentation, everything is in that thing. So you can just go there and no argument about that. So when it was time for response, the people said, well, when it comes to development here in the district, there's no argument, it's visible, you can see it everywhere. So no argument about that. But one thing the total representability to, the stress on this district is the ritualistic, quote unquote, the mysterious deaths. Here in this district, when people just get missing, especially in the Bao region, because this district got Weekbay and Zobao, in the Bao region, people get missing. The last one was a young man who came from Ba to come and visit his girlfriend in Zone 2, mysteriously got missing. And, after months of search, they only saw his body skeleton in the water on some kind of reef. So, police came here, they've been investigating, but nothing coming out of it. So he has said that under his watch, he's not going to tolerate that. People can't just be down here like sport. That's why he said people are dying in his district just like sport. That was his exact words. It's not going to happen under his watch. He's going to put his feet down. The killing in Zone 2, the mysterious death of that guy in Zone 2, he said he has not been swept under the carpet. There will be some arrests made. They are investigating. He assures his people that he's going to put his feet down. He also talk about his achievement, talking about the oversight, and everything. Under his watch, according to him, his first year in office, the budget of the two health centers here in the district, were increased. The health center from Pound City went up to $125,000 from a little over 50 or 75,000. And then the 1 year in Saclay, the Saclay Comprehensive Health Center went up to a little over $145,000 under his watch. But it was surprising to note that, because of this fight that is taking place at the National Legislature, where several of the lawmakers here in Nimba are, up there, supporting the removal of the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia, everything just went down. This recent budget that was passed by Richard Kuhn and his team, everything went down. That's most surprising, to know that you got several of your lawmakers on the side of Richard Kuhn, but your budget everywhere in this district, all of the health centers, everything went down. That's why the people have been saying. So he took representability to his people that they're not punishing the district because of him. Because come to think about it, in Nimba County, this district, number 7, produced the highest vote for Unity Party in the elections that just ended in 2023. So how come you voted for the people, and because of usability, your budget is being reduced, and not just this district, all the district, the District 8, District number 1, where the guys are supporting, the lawmakers, are supporting the removal of the Speaker, Fonati Kova. All of them in our house, all of the budget went down. So the people are a little bit confused about what is happening. Representability to his people because of the cut, in the health centers, Ban and Saclay PA. He has pledged his half of the salary, which he committed about this Friday. He's going to be buying a brand new pickup for the Saclay PA Comprehensive Health Center as 50% of his salary. He has even paid himself 50% ahead of because the year has not really ended, it just started. He has taken 50% of his salary for the whole year to buy a pickup, which will cost a little over $40,000 or $45,000 for the Saclay PA Comprehensive Health Center, because according to him, his people can be punished because of his stance for the rule of law. Some of the things we want to talk about. We talk about development as we speak. A Representative Samuel Koga's home in his district, particularly in Lepula, the bridge project is progressing very, very rapidly. I must say, the videos are out there. The pictures.
Yeah, we saw some pictures from there. He posted by the lawmaker himself as well.
Yes, sir. So that is ongoing.
So we'll talk a little bit about the upcoming by-election. We know there are small things happening across the county. However, how much did Representative Belite say about education under the year under review?
Good. Under the year under review, he talked about giving local and international scholarship. And he talked about four of the citizens being on international scholarship as of Liberia. Two of them, two is in Uganda, going to school right now as we speak, and another two is they're in Rwanda, going to school. So what he did was they took two from Sakle PA. As you are aware, Marka, you are from here. You know that this district has two cities. You know, it's divided actually into two. We have the Zogbao and Wigbe. So he took two of the sons of Wigbe, sent them to college outside of Liberia, and took two of the sons of Zogbao and sent them to college outside of Liberia. When it comes to the domestic scholarship, there are several citizens here, a little over 40 or so of them are going to school right now. Some of them are in Cottington University as we speak. They're listening to this broadcast. Some of them are in the neighbor.
Oh wow. Cyprian dropped off the line. Well, we've been talking about Representative Musa Belite's district report for the year 2024. And yes, we just have 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go, and Cyprian just dropped off the line. If he calls back, we will just conclude on that. But we actually wanted to hear a little bit about what politicians in Nimba are doing or discussing currently, because of yes, there's an upcoming by-election there. March, April, there'll be election, so a lot of things to be discussed. However, if we cannot get Cyprian back, maybe tomorrow we will conclude with that discussion. But it's been a wonderful time here this morning. So Cyprian just slipped off the line. Yeah, so far just 5 minutes to go, and I think it's been a wonderful discussion this morning. We're hoping.
I just want to twist in on the by-election.
Yeah, that's the next place I was going, and then yeah, you want to reconnect?
No, man, I think we but Cyprian has said it all.
Yes, so yes, we're hoping that maybe by tomorrow, just
we'll talk
yes,
just
a little bit
the
about
by-election.
yes, the by-election.
And a few from NEC, whether NEC making some progress. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. As we go, any final word?
Yes, again, my final word this morning. I don't know what I would call it, a motivational talk, but I think beyond the mere politics we are doing in this country, I believe that originally everybody wanted the best for the country. I know all of us, the young people, we are making families, we are making children, and we are hoping that we can improve our lives, the lives of the children we are making, and all depends on a better Liberia. I'm not sure there are people who are bent on seeing this country go down the drain. And if anybody have that kind of thought, I think they should make a change in mind, because if anything negative happened to the country, I mean, it affects all of us. I think it is time that all of us, one way or the other, can do the little contribution we can do. It doesn't mean we gotta put money together. Maybe just by showing little kind of love for country, we can make a change. And to those of you who are charged with the responsibility to govern this country, I know all the time people will say, when people go on radio, they want to talk about government. Yes, we only talk about government because we collect all of the resources in the country, all of the money, all of the taxes, and pack it together and give it to you to manage it. So if you are not managing it in a way that it will positively impact the life of the people, every morning the people will talk to you.
Sure.
Yes, every morning they will talk to you. So we want to call on you this morning, just in 30 seconds, to put country first. to put country first. You know, President Marka, when he was candidate, he coined this phrase: "Love Liberia, think Liberia, and build Liberia." I think this thing should resonate with you, the government officials. Stop manipulating procurement processes. Stop creating overnight companies giving a contract and taking kickbacks. It will not help the country. Stop all using power, even power that are not given to you. This country deserves better. And the onus is on you, the officials of government, to do the right things. You cannot campaign to do the right thing, and you are given the opportunity to serve the same things you criticized yesterday, and you start to do the same thing today. And you think something will change here? Nothing will change here. President Barker says he's thinking about the next generation and not the next election. That saying is a saying of a great leader. Thinking about the next generation and not the next election. But I'm seeing some of you could be thinking about the next election in the sense that you want to maximize profit out of public funds now because you're not sure what 2029 will bring. You have to put yourself together, if I will say it this way, for the sake of this country. Country first.
Yeah. Nothing more to say. I'll say almost all.
Yeah.
But thanks so much for being with us this morning. It's been wonderful to have you breakfast since 7:30. Hopefully tomorrow, by the grace of God, we'll be back on Wednesday on the TBS. We'll take some time in the by-election coming up in Lima County. Who are those familiar names who are hearing up? And Sipin will be with us, whether from the Elections Commission angle, if people are gearing up for the April 22nd by-election in Lima. We'll take some time on tomorrow and we'll build up to the Capitol building, follow up today, what is going to happen there. And still many more coming up on Truth FM 96.1. Be out the entire team at the border. Marka Davis. My name is O'Neill. In the midst of all what we do, the country comes first. Have a blessed and godly day. Bye-bye.